talked about Doc being on Twitter and seeing all this stuff, about, as a joke, seeing, fans wanted Maxey starting five, wanted more minutes for Paul Reed. Another thing fans wanted was more Daniel House instead of George Niang. So that's what we're going to go with Niang with here. So Niang is struggling big time. Since February 1st, he's 12 of 46, shooting 26%. Some fans want House taking his minutes full time, like we saw in Miami on Wednesday night, which he looked pretty good in those minutes. And also some people say I think Niang's made like 1-3 since he dogged Ben Simmons in a radio interview on in Philadelphia, which is also just kind of funny. But I want to get your take on his home and away splits. So upon doing research over this kind of drought that Niang's been in, I looked at his home versus away splits, and he shoots 7% better at home than he does away, which comparatively to the other players on the team, there's really no difference between their home and away splits. There's maybe 1 or 2 percentage points. His is a 7% drop away, which is just interesting. So I want to ask you, Eric, what do you attribute such a big home and away split difference in his shooting? And is that something you're worried about?
It's actually almost 8% now after last night's game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this before. Some guys just more comfortable at one location. I've seen in Philly where people shoot better on the road than at home because they feel that, they were getting, some guys were getting booed, or you hear the moans, and you heard it more at home than you did on the road. So I've seen it the other way. It's not shocking. I mean, I don't know. It's just something that I had to fix, especially if that's you're something the team is kind of dependent on you're doing. Just got to fix it. I don't think it's because if you're on the road, that it's not like you're going to the same place every time. Like it's different places. So you got to make a move. You got to make a change. You got to make it happen. And if it doesn't, then that's when, Doc is going to go a different direction until maybe it does. So I have no reason I've seen where, even with myself, I've seen where guys struggle in particular locations on the road, but for it to be in each road place, things will change usually when that happens.
Teja, are you more proponent of getting more minutes to Daniel House instead of Niang because of this drought?
My question is this. Let's say this keeps going like the way it's going. Let's say it becomes 9% and 10% difference. At what point do you go with those percentages and play him less on the road specifically? Would these ever drive? Because, I know we're analytics driven nowadays. If this goes the rest of the season and it gets worse, at what point are you like, all right, in the playoffs, maybe we play you a little less on the road to plan around this?
Yeah. I don't know if you particularly try to, play them less on the road. I think you may become, what happens, you just become a situational player instead of a rotational player.
Yeah.
You give him a shot. If he has it going, you play him. You give him a shot. If he doesn't, you go a different direction. That's you become vert. That's what you become.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
You become a situational player instead of a rotational player. So that's what that means. You certain situations where you're needed or you got it going, you get out you got it going, then you play. If you don't, that's where it could be headed.
And he's just under 36%. So, it's not.
No, I'm just saying, I would see that happening before him not playing at all.
Yeah, just totally not. Yeah. I was going to say, though, his road bad split, it's 35.6. So it's almost on 36%. It's not, it's not 43 when he's shooting on the road. That's crazy, though. That's it. And he's shooting a lot, too, right? So it's more of his home splits are insane. And his road are just still about league average. So it's like, So basically, his road splits are like a good Thibault game for us back in the day when he played for us.
Yeah. Now, I'm just happy that we're actually giving Daniel House a chance again, because I feel like we kind of went away from the House experience a little too fast. And I think, him guarding against athletic wings, I think he's a better suited for that.
Why do you think it went away from it too fast?
What do I
played
think?
almost half the year.
I just feel like he wasn't getting enough minutes. I mean, how many minutes was he getting when we had Thibault in there? I mean, his minutes were kind of just pretty much he wasn't getting much time at all. Especially during that 23 game, that 18-4 streak. I don't think we even saw House that much.
What streak?
The 18-4 streak that we had. I didn't really see much of House.
And we're talking about getting somebody else minutes, and we were 18-4 streak.
No, I'm just saying we didn't see much of them.
I'm just saying. You see what you're saying? Like maybe that's why.
But we didn't see much of him to maybe to say that he was a part of that problem, right?
I didn't say he was a problem. I'm just saying,
I'm not saying you said that.
I told you all earlier in the season I felt Doc was playing too many guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely shortened it last game. It was a tight rotation last game.
Mm-hmm.
He played Harrell for like a minute or two, but outside of that, it was pretty tight.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. House has a chance to maybe get his way back into those Niang road minutes.
Maybe. Like see more what we saw against Miami.
He played a stellar 13 seconds against
Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a kickball in that short time frame he was in the game.